Anyway, go ahead, Richie Rich. I want to hear what you got to say from your experience currently and in the past. And I know you could relate to something right now. As you've been a parent through your previous relationship, how can you relate and know that a bitch ass nigga is present in the room? Right now. So
I feel like people give too much access to too much shit in their life. Period. One of those being like your kids. Everybody's not supposed to have the same type of access to them. You know, and if you can't, I feel like I had a friend like that. She would not let the real daddy see his son, but she'll let her boyfriend see it. I understood in the beginning. I understand why you didn't. Why would she not let her kids see his dad? Because of whatever they was going through, whatever the fuck happened. But to just totally disregard him like he's not there at all or don't exist, I feel like that's wrong as fuck. I feel like that's wrong. I don't feel like nobody should do that. Especially that's somebody trying to and I think that these females understand these niggas ain't perfect either. Half of them young, half of them had them young, half of them...
Right.
You know, like, I don't know.
Like, I want to add to that. This is another thing, too. Like you said, I know somebody who I know personally that I can relate to. You said sometimes you gotta be the bigger person. Well, bitch, what about... I'm tired of being the bigger person. Why won't that fat, funky ass nigga just move on? Like, for real.
Yeah, I feel you. But, you know, I think that once somebody... It's okay to have people still in your
corner.
Yeah.
Well, okay. If they still around, why don't that parent or that individual pick up and say, listen, this is the boundaries. This person is in my life. And you're going to have to respect this because this is my girlfriend.
I definitely feel like, you know, they should do that. But it's all about what you're willing to accept. Be like, okay, look, this nigga been in my kid's life this amount of time. He don't supposed to be there because that's all that they have and know for the past however many years. And my significant other, they gotta respect you. You gotta respect them.
Okay.
That's a conversation that needs to be had in the beginning before you even go to any other level. That's the thing.
Okay, with that being said,
I think that's like the first. That's probably like one of the first conversations anybody should have with kids.
I have to say I respect this right here. Okay. If the father is fighting to be in this kid's life or children, if it's more than one or two, and the mother is still bitter about those open wounds, what do you think about that? Regardless of what you went through with the boyfriend or high school sweetheart at the time, that doesn't make him or her a bad father or a parent. What you think about that? Because I know you sometimes are friends with your exes. Me, I'm going to just cut your ass off altogether, bitch, nigga.
With that, it's like, you know, it probably could be situational. You never know what these people was doing. And I don't think that... I think that they be using a personal situation. You know,
I agree.
What they do them to project it onto their kids, probably. And then it might... I don't know. Yeah, I think it got to be something deeper than that.
Yeah, it got to be. It got to be. Yeah. You say you moved on from it, but you're still the black woman that's scorned. Because as soon as an issue come up or something that's going to open some wounds, you going crazy. You feel like you gotta protect your shit at all territory level. And now, your kid is carrying the same hostility that you established in your generation. You had handed that off to the second generation, and now they dislike their parent, their father, because of you. Because of you barred them and scarred them. See, that's the way I see it. Okay. What is some other things you would like to discuss that needs to be more recognized, you think?
Yeah. I'm saying, trying to think of something.
Well, how about when a person is holding your actual wife hostage because they don't want to divorce her, they don't want to let her go? What do you think of situations like that? Do you believe in first love at first sight type shit?
You really like people that just like holding on to their exes?
Yes.
I feel like I think that a lot of people do that.
Mm-hmm.
I think that people really do try to hold on to people just so other motherfuckers will have them.
Right, or they'll try to
and
kill
it's
them.
like you ain't trying to, and it's like you doing that, you're not gonna find your equal.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
mm-hmm.
This person not made to be with you.
Your bitch ass,
So you gotta go out and find your equal. If you feel like the person that you holding is your equal, then I will understand why you trying to do it. But they would have to feel the same way. I feel like.
Okay.
But there's a lot of situations like that.
Okay, another thing is too, Richie Rich.
Because I feel like, that me being married, I've never tried to. I never wanted to hold her hostage.
Okay.
Like, I'm gonna just stay married to you so why nobody else marry you. No, I want you to go find out what makes you happy.
Mm-hmm.
And I want you to go find your person. I genuinely want that for you. I would never try to hold nobody in. I want you to go find that happiness.
Okay, so
I feel like I've never had that, really.
Mm-hmm.
But, I do want to experience that.
Okay. This is another thing. Why can't we have that? Like, I'm not saying I want their relationship, but why can't we find our queen and Clarence? Clarence literally, and for people who don't know who Queen and Clarence is, they're YouTubers. Like, why can't we walk into our situation and have a female just sweep us off our feet, financially do for us what we done for them, etc.? Like, for real, why I gotta take a lifetime? And I'm still going through nose as if I was a teenager or a young adult. Bitch, I ain't got no time to waste. Where my wife at now? Where the fuck you at? That's what I'm saying. So it's just stuff like that I think things need to be addressed. People need to be able to spiritually let other people go out their situation. And another big factor is you got to be forgiving. You have most definitely got to be forgiving. My sister and I was talking about that today, which I already knew about, but I never really discussed things with her. She said she had got to her personal situation, but I'm not going to say what had happened. She can share it if she wants. But basically, ladies and gentlemen, my elder sister and I were talking, and she said she had received God, and she got to a situation to where she she found forgiveness through his love. And if she said she never forgave, if she didn't, she wouldn't have been able to move on. So maybe I need to.
You know what? I talked about that to somebody earlier today too.
Mm-hmm.
I was talking about forgiveness, and I said, she was talking about how her best friend haven't talked to her so long, and they finally had a conversation. She was like, I miss her, blah blah blah. And I said, see, forgiveness, I had to learn it. Forgiveness is not for the other person, it's for you.
Mm-hmm.
Once you allow yourself and set yourself free from whatever it is that you have, whatever type of bad blood you have with somebody, once you decide that you let that go for you, the forgiveness is not for them. You don't even have to tell a person, I forgive you, as long as you accepted it yourself. It's
the actions.
Yeah, so I feel like it made it so much easier to forgive when I learned that. When I was learning, like, man, look, I used to be like, I'm not forgiving shit. Like, we gonna have to fucking just hold grudges to forever. Until I thought about it, like, what is that doing for me?
Right. That's deep.
It's for my own peace. It's for my own sake. It has nothing to do with you. It has absolutely nothing to do with you. Whatever me and you was beefing about, cool. Let it go. Let it be what it's gonna be. But I'm not gonna sit here and hold this grudge against you. Because I feel like it's not, and it's draining. People don't understand that. It is draining. Like, you think, oh, I don't care. I can just hold grudges. No, it's draining. Oh, for real. You wonder why everything in your life and your circle was fucked up? That's because you're holding all these badass
energy. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so forgiveness is definitely for you, not the other person.
See, that's what God emphasized on for his kids. Like, they was like, how many times will I forgive? And they said 70 times 7. That's like almost 500. Like, you just be in a position of forgiveness, and everything else will work itself out. And and I don't know if it's her necessarily or is it me. And do I need to forgive myself?
I think you do. I think you should forgive yourself for everything that you played, whatever part that you played in, and leave it at that.
Maybe that's why I keep feeling guilty and keep reapproaching that situation that is deserted.
You have to forgive yourself and be like, you know what? Yeah, I might have this fucked up. I might have been this fucked up. I might have said this. But at least I'm being honest with myself. I forgive myself. I release myself from this bullshit. And whatever happens from this point on, just happens. But I forgive me whether you don't. If you don't or not.
That's a good point. That's a pressure point too. See, and to be honest, ladies and gentlemen, this girl that I'm talking about, she's like we said, she's a great woman. It's just like the conversations that Richie and I have are the conversations I was used to having with her. It'll be 11 o'clock at night. What time would you say it would take place, Richie Rich? Would it be like...
It would be like late at night. It would be, because I remember y'all talking a few times in the daytime, but most of the time it was at night.
Yeah, it was mostly in the evening. It was so much in the evening, I thought something was going on. But that's just how she is. She a night owl. And she's a early morning person because she has children. It could be a time to where it'll be like 12 midnight in the morning or 1 o'clock. We'll talk all the way to 6. And I'm like, how can you call that friendship? There are some friends who do that, like me and Richie, but I don't know.
We ain't never did that with no family. It was just funny.
Right. And we would have some deep conversations too. We would talk about a little or nothing, but it'll be funny. We'll laugh. My homie would be on the other end. It would just be like a whole family affair. And then how does one this is what we forgot to talk about too, Richie Rich, right? it'll be a situation to how you're doing everything for